Hello, everyone, and good morning. We are here, the Bloker Joker podcast, to break down all the matches before they kick off here in the next 15 minutes. Matt, how you doing, 1991 handicapper?
Ready for these matches to get going. Let's break these down last second here. I've already got my wagers in, but, we're just here to try and help people sway to the right side. So
that's right. When the lineups are out, this is really where you make your decisions and lock in those picks if you're on the fence. I'm ready to go. Woke up early, caught the Arsenal match. Absolute shit show. I mean, it wasn't worth it. I should have just slept in and been fresh for the pod or for the video, but that's how she goes.
Yeah.
Did you watch it at all? I would assume not. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I watched it. I had a wager on it. I got my money back.
That's right.
I had Everton at a pick'em. So that was my first wager of the week. It was fine. It was all right. It was a very odd match when you have both the coaches in the stands. It looks like it's like Chancellor Palpatine out there. It was very odd. I mean, seriously, you see Arteta in the stands. They kept showing him Arteta, Ancelotti. I thought that was very weird.
It was weird. I wonder if it was ever happened before, where you have two managers in the stands just waiting to take over. And boy, do both
I don't think that's ever happened.
No, both teams
two high-profile guys like that as well. I don't think that's ever happened.
No, I would assume not. But let's go ahead and jump into these matches before they get kicked off here. What do you want to start with? We can go to Villa Park, where Aston Villa are going to host.
Yeah, let's go to Villa Park.
What's that?
Yeah, let's go to Villa Park.
All right, let's go to Villa Park then. Lineups, really no surprise here for me when you look at Villa. They got their players in, Luis, McGinn, and Grealish in the midfield. Grealish playing out wide again, where he's been very good, even though he doesn't prefer it. Wesley is going to be central, flanked by El Ghazi on the right. Hooverhan will also play in the middle of the park. Not much there. Obviously, no Tyrone Mings. He's going to be out for a while, which leaves questions about their defense. You look at the other side, Southampton, again, pretty typical lineup, in my opinion. Danny Ings and Shane Long up top. Nathan Redmond's going to be on the left wing. Midfield of Holzberg, James Ward-Prowse. Again, defense is pretty standard. Do you have anything in this that you're looking one way or the other? Anything that changes your mind about our play that we have on this one?
No, it just reinforces the play. It's a nice midfield, good front line by Villa, very free flowing. That's how I expect them to play at home at Villa Park. And the Mings, question mark. We already knew that he wasn't going to play here, and they really need to shore up that defense. And I don't know how they're going to do it. Southampton, I think that this is just kind of going to be like a basketball match. I mean, it's going to go back and forth. Forth. As long as we can get one early here, Cody, I think that we'll be all right. Preferably if Southampton could score first, I think that would be good for us. I
think it bodes well that it's in Villa Park, because Villa do not sit in at home. And it's going to be a free-flowing match. I think we're going to see an early goal within the first 15 minutes. Obviously, that's what we want. And I think just because of the way the lineups look, I think we'll see it. So.
Yeah, I think that we're going to get a lot of clear-cut chances in this game. So as long as they take their chances, then I think that we will cash our consensus play here.
Let's go.
And, I think that we've covered pretty good. Let's move on now to Newcastle. Can you pull up Newcastle's lineups right now? My internet is
Yes. Newcastle's lineup. Sorry, I was looking up the most recent lines in this last match. Newcastle Palace at St. James. We're going to see the Newcastle lineup. It's a little. I kind of like it. They're going with a back five, 5-4-1 lineup. Andy Carroll's going to lead the line, actually, and Joelinton's also going to be in. So they're going to have both forwards, but they're looking. I think you may see him play as a secondary striker, but he also may play out wide. He's fast enough to do so. He's got the pace, and I think he'll just play off of Carroll. Almiron is going to play on the other side. John Joe Shelby through the middle. Pretty nice lineup, actually. I really like it. It looks like Newcastle's going for it, actually. That's what it looks like to me.
That's what I wanted to see.
Yep.
And I'm going to get my let's get on my book right now.
Yeah, and also the lineup.
This was one that was I was on the fence about, and obviously my first play pushed. So, and just for all the listeners, the first play was both teams to score over 2.5 goals in Villa.
Oh, yes.
And Southampton, if we didn't state that.
We didn't.
So
did you get the odds on that one? Did you?
I like Newcastle out of Pick'em.
Okay.
I really do. I'm gonna hop on here and I'm gonna place a bet here.
Wow. But the thing is with me, if you look at the other side of the line, Palace going with Zaha out wide, Benteke through the middle, and Ayew out wide as well. They're going to be looking to really bomb the wings. They're going to have a lot of space because Newcastle tends to pack it in through the middle when they get forward. I think it's going to leave Newcastle a bit exposed in the back. Van Aanholt can really run down the wing with Zaha. They pair well together. I think that is going to be critical today for Palace and for Newcastle's success. Pardon my dog barking over there. But in this one, what do I have in this one? I got to pull it back up. But I'm leaning in the under 2 goals. That's right. I don't think that's a very good play now that I'm looking at these lineups. I really don't. Thoughts?
Is Lascelles in?
No, he's not going to be playing. It's going to be Schär, who's a pretty good defender, Fernandez, and Lejeune. Dumbing out wide, Manquillo as the fullbacks. So not great defenders back there today for Newcastle. No Yedlin, he's on the bench, which he hasn't been good at all. But no, so you just locked in at Newcastle plus a half at what odds?
No. Money line plus 147.
Oh, you're taking the money line at home.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah. So that pretty much does it. Anything else you want to say on that one?
No, I think we can move on.
Okay. Let's head to the Vitality. Bournemouth are going to host Burnley in this match. I'm leaning on the Burnley draw no bet. You go ahead and pull up the lineups. Do you want me to run through them?
Run through them.
Again, Bournemouth really hurting with injuries. They're going to start Josh King alone up front. Ryan Fraser's going to be in. Lewis Cook will also be on the other flank. Billing, your man Billing, is in the lineup next to Lerma and Gosling.
I saw that.
And I think this is the tide turner. I really, really like Burnley to win this match. You finally have the strike force of Chris Wood and Ashley Barnes back up top together. That is trouble. I mean, that is absolutely trouble. Just seeing them two alone up there is enough for me where I dang near play this match. I just don't trust Burnley's form enough to do so, but I think this will be a difference maker. I really, really, really like Burnley in the draw no bet. What do you think?
Yeah, I would probably be right there with you. I think Burnley at a draw no bet looks good. Bournemouth, we talked about it on the podcast on Thursday. So many injuries.
Yep.
They get Josh King back, which should boost them. But no, I would go for a slightly more consistent team in Burnley.
Yeah, and when we did the pod, the draw no bet was at plus 120. It's at plus 118 now, so not much movement whatsoever there. So if you're on the fence on that one, I would strongly advise looking Burnley's way. That pretty much does that. We can go to Brighton and Sheffield. I have a play. We can go and head to the Amex and discuss that.
We both have a play there. That's our second consensus.
You're right. It's another consensus. So
both teams to score minus 119, depending on where you're shopping.
Really? Ooh, so
let's take a look at that. That's what I had it at on Thursday.
I had it at minus 124, but I locked it in. I think I did my picks a day before you. So
yeah, it all depends on where you're shopping, folks.
That's true. That's actually the best odds I could find were on my DraftKings book.
Let's see what it is now. This would be interesting.
That is what I'm looking for.
Minus 122.
There it is. So it's pretty steady.
Yep.
If you look at the lineups, man, the Brighton lineup I really like. I really, really like it. You have Proper right behind Aaron Moy, who's going to play out wide, but he tends to slink into the middle a bit. But my favorite part of this is Neil Maupay and Trossard both starting together. Trossard is rapid. Maupay is a clinical finisher. And on the other side of the ball, you have McGoldrick and Ollie McBurney, who both are pretty streaky forwards. Ollie Norwood in the middle right there. I don't know if you guys have watched him this year. I'm hoping if you're listening or if you follow, you have. He is a very good player. He is honestly what everybody wanted Granit Xhaka to be. He is an extremely good distributor. I think he's going to have a field day against this Brighton midfield on the road. That both teams' score line looks even better, in my opinion, with the lineups being rolled out. What do you think?
Yeah, where is the Australian? Where's Aaron Moy at?
He's on the wing.
He's on the wing.
But he's been playing there lately.
Okay.
He's
really, as long as he's playing, he's in great form.
Yeah, he's a very good player.
If I had to, I would be riding Brighton. Again, I've been talking about him now for a month. If I had to play a side in this game, I like where we're at with both teams to score. But if I had to take a side, I would take Brighton here at home at the MX. I know that Sheffield 17 consecutive on the road, and they have not lost. I mean, that's an amazing statistic. But Brighton right now are feeling themselves, and I would be just kind of riding that train. Sometimes you just have to keep on riding teams out, and that's where I would go for a lean here.
No, I get it. The only thing that worries me about Brighton, and which bodes well for our play, is they are defensively kind of a mess. They've allowed 2 or more goals in 8 of their last 12 competitions. Outside of Lewis Dunk, they are pretty dire back there. Lewis Dunk is a very, very good player. I'll give him that. But I think there's going to be goals. I think it's going to be a gridlock of a match in the midfield, but there's going to be good chances, and it's just up to the forwards to take advantage, which they are more than capable of doing. So, that should be done here. And what else do we have? Norwich and Wolves at Carrow Road.
Yep.
I have a play here. It's one of the 3 squid specials I'm playing this weekend, all at a half unit. I got them at plus 280. If any of these squid specials hit this weekend, any of the 3, we're in the green, and I think at least 2 of the 3 will. I really
quick, let the listeners know, what is the squid special? How successful has it been thus far this season? Kind of just give everyone a background on it.
Yeah, the squid special, it's both teams to score, and you pick a side also to win the match. I started 6-0 playing the squid special. I haven't been tracking it specifically, but I'm pretty sure it's sitting at about 9 or 10-3 at this point. I typically pick the spots with Liverpool, typically with bigger sides against smaller sides, which is really the case today. Wolves are a much better side than Norwich. Norwich scores goals at home. Wolves have been scoring goals on the road, and Wolves are a very, very difficult team to play against on the road as well. I mean, they just don't lose matches away. But 7 most recent matches for Wolves, both teams have scored, and they haven't lost in their last 6 away. Like I said, very, very tough team. Do you have a play on this one? I can't remember.
No, but I agree with you. I'm in full agreement here. I think that both teams do get on the score sheet, and I think that Wolves probably roll them over. But it's tough to call. Yeah, I would be on Wolves here.
Yeah,
on the money line.
And just quickly look at the lineups. You're finally starting to see Adama Traore in the starting lineup for Wolves, the most fouled player in the Premier League this year. He is brutally quick. His final third ball, whether it's shooting at target after a fantastic goal last week or distributing, has been miles better than it has been in the past. Diego Jota and Jimenez will flank him centrally and on the left wing. And there's issues with the defensive Wolves today, I think. I mean, he got a defensive midfielder in Den Docker playing as a makeshift center half in a back 4 or in a back 3, I believe. Mm-hmm. Three center halves, I should say. It could be trouble. I mean, I think there's going to be a back and forth match. I really do. I think it's going to be domination of possession for Wolves, and Norwich are going to look to counter and look for some Pookie magic. That's what I think.
Wow, some Pookie magic.
Pookie magic is alive and real. It's like going to Disneyland. It's
definitely real.
It is. And before these matches start, we got 3 minutes left. Do you want to cover City and Leicester?
Yeah, let's cover the main match. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. City Leicester at the Etihad, 12:30 Eastern Standard match, the premier match of the weekend. Obviously, lineups are not out. Do you have a play on this one?
Yes, I'm on Leicester plus 1.5, minus 115. Got it a couple days ago. I like it. I think that it's going to be a very even match. I think that Leicester set up as a team perfectly to go against City. They feel, and they've played City tough over the last few years. Now you're getting them in their best form here, and City finally snapped the both teams to score streak against Arsenal last week. But I would just go right back to, I think both teams score. I think that we're going to get a high number here. The total's 3.5. I would go over 3.5. I think that it has no problem getting there. So it's just one of the way that the match sets up. It's a lot of possession for City. Leicester have no problem with that. So
no,
it's a good one. I'm happy to be on Leicester plus 1.5. Give me a nice Asian handicap there.
Ooh, I like that. I really do. Leicester are going to be hanging tight. There's really no doubt in my mind that they'll cover that. No chance they lose by 2 goals. And I have the second squid special at another half unit for Leicester to win and both teams to score at plus 1050. Right now it's at plus 1,000. Great odds, 10-1.
10-1. That's the biggest squid special all season.
The biggest that there will be all season. Absolutely no doubt. The fact that the second place team in the Premiership is this far out of odds, I mean, it's criminal. I think Jamie Vardy's going to have a field day against these City center halves. I really do. They're going to catch them on the counter, and it could be devastating. I mean, 2 quick hits by Jamie Vardy, and City's in the doghouse. There's no chance City get blanked. There's just not. But I think Leicester's defense is good enough where they could cause him issues all match. It's going to have to be big time, big nut performance from Son Heung-soo and Johnny Evans. I mean, they're going to have to be all over it today. They're going to have to have full concentration. I think they can. They're the best, one of the best, I should say, center partnerships in the Premiership in the back, probably just behind Matip and Virgil. That's the only one that's better in my eyes. And that's my play there. We need that one. I mean, that'd be a half unit. It's a 5-unit swing. So
that's a $500 ticket right there.
Yeah, so. I mean, it's a big ticket. I've locked it in on actually Tuesday night. Wednesday night. Brought it out on Thursday. Hopefully you need to play, or if not, make it now.
Yeah, there's still time for that beauty.
Yeah, and that'll do it. Matches are kicking off right now. Good luck. Hopefully you locked in our picks. Make sure you get the Leicester pick in. It's in a couple hours if you're feeling it from me or Matt's side. Follow us. Matt's on Twitter at 1991 Handicapper. I'm at Squid's Picks. Thank you, Pub Sports Radio, for putting us on this morning. Make sure you subscribe to their YouTube page. Give them a look on their website, pubsportsradio.com. And we'll catch you next week on the podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.